Hello, I'm Daniel Tadros, Chief Legal Officer for Shipowners Claims Bureau, Inc., managers of the American Club. I'm here today to talk to you about sanctions compliance, the new norm in shipping. Economic sanctions, laws, and regulations have become increasingly more complex, numerous, and have had a significant impact on the shipping industry. Sanctions now play an integral part in the geopolitical and economic landscape of today. Recent advisories and pronouncements by the United States demonstrate the U.S. government's commitment to prevent sanctions evasion, smuggling, criminal activity, and facilitation of terrorist activities with a special focus on Iran, Cuba, North Korea, and Syria. However, the U.S. is also now using sanctions to force changes in the regime of Venezuela. Ultimately, and as a result of the U.S.'s stance on sanctions, the need for the maritime community to assess their sanctions risks and to implement compliance programs and controls has become of paramount importance. A compliance program should include internal policies and procedures that are robust and not just merely for show. Companies must recognize and be aware of the sanctions laws that are applicable to them and to the trade of their vessels. Conducting a due diligence investigation should be part of every compliance program. Know your customer, KYC, and know your customer's customer, KYCC, can be addressed through asking 9 questions. Those questions are: number 1, the name of the vessel, IMO number, and flag. Number 2, has there been a recent ownership change, and what are the details of that change? Number 3, what countries are involved in the trade? Number 4, what is the origin and destination of the cargo? Number 5, what is the nature and type of the cargo? Number 6, what is the identity and domicile of the cargo shippers and receivers? Number 7, what is the identity and domicile of any charterers or subcharterers involved in the voyage? Number 8, what is the purpose for which the cargo will be used? And finally, what is the identity and domicile of any bank in connection with issuance of bank guarantees and letters of credit relating to the voyage? The due diligence investigation may involve a 2-prong or even 3-prong inquiry. First, do European Union, United Nations, or United Kingdom sanctions apply? If so, what are they and what are their parameters? Use the 9 questions to assess the risk. Second inquiry is whether United States sanctions apply. If so, what are they and what are their parameters? Again, you use the 9 questions previously discussed to assess the risk. Finally, there's another third situation where a trade may be permissible under EU law, for example, but elements of the trade implicate U.S. prohibitions applicable to, for example, U.S. banks or use of U.S. currency, or even covered by a U.S.-based marine insurer or P&I club. Ultimately, when in doubt, consult an attorney. In summary, the evolution of foreign policy in today's world has made economic sanctions the weapon of choice, at least for the United States government. Commercial entities involved in shipping, an industry under the spotlight of U.S. foreign policy, should have in place robust compliance policies, procedures, and programs. KYC, knowing your customer, and KYCC, knowing your customer's customer, should be part of every shipping operator's compliance program. Thank you and good luck.